Hello friends, I am Rahul Gawande. Welcome to my channel. Dear friends, today we are going to start chapter number 2, Parallel Lines of Maths 2 of Standard 9. Now here first point of this chapter is properties of parallel lines. And properties of parallel lines are related to interior angles, corresponding angles, alternate angles, and we have already studied these properties. Now let's see first interior angle theorem. What is interior angle theorem? If two lines are parallel, suppose these two lines are here, line L and line M, these are two parallel lines. Properties of parallel lines. Line L and line M, these two lines are parallel, and any transversal is intersecting to them. T is the transversal, and that is intersecting to L and M, means two parallel lines. If two parallel lines are intersecting by a transversal, then interior angles are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of these two angles is 180 degree, and this is the theorem. But which are interior? Interior angles are lying between parallel lines. Now between parallel lines here are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But which are interior? Pairs of interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal, but between parallel lines. Now between parallel lines 1, 2, 3, 4. These are between parallel, but interior means lying on the same side, either on the side of transversal, on the same side. And on the same side which are there? These two, 1 and 2. These are two or are on the same side. And 3 and 4, these are on the same side. These are pairs of interior angles. And what is theorem? These interior angles are supplementary. It means we can write here angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Interior angles are supplementary. And same way 3 and 4 also. Angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to also 180 degree. And this is interior angle theorem. If two lines, or we can say parallel lines, if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then interior angles are supplementary, and this is the interior angle theorem. After interior angle theorem, second is corresponding angle theorem. That is also property of parallel lines. What is the property about corresponding angles? Here also two lines parallel. If two lines are parallel, L and M, any transversal is intersecting to them, T is transversal suppose, and now property is that corresponding angles are congruent. Now which are corresponding angles? Corresponding angles, total 4 pairs of corresponding angles are formed when a transversal intersects two parallel lines. Now which are these two? Now here you see both pair. Now pair wise I explain here. Above parallel to the right, first pair. Above parallel. Now above parallel which are 1, 2, 3, 4. Above parallel but on the same side. Now first let's take on right side. Above parallel to the right. Now above parallel to the right is 1 and here 1. See, both are above parallel upside and to the right of the transversal, first pair. Same way, upside above parallel and to the left. Above parallel to the left of transversal. This is second pair. Above parallel to the left. Now as we have taken here above, now take the below. Below parallel to the right. Below parallel to the right. Third pair. And fourth, below parallel to the left. These are 4 pairs of corresponding, and these pairs are equal, are of equal measure, or we can say corresponding angles are congruent. In this way we can identify the corresponding angles. And property is that if two parallel lines are intersecting by transversal, then corresponding angles are of equal measure, or corresponding angles are congruent. Now third property is about alternate angle theorem. This is the property of parallel line. Now what is alternate angle? How can we identify pair of alternate angles? Now L and M are parallel lines, again transversal, T is intersecting to them. If two lines are parallel, transversal is intersecting to them, then alternate angles are also congruent. But where do these angles lie? Alternate angles, there are two types of alternate angles, interior alternate and exterior alternate. Now interior alternate between parallel and on the opposite of transversal. Now here 1, here 2, here 3 and here 4. These are interior angles. Okay, 4 are interior. But interior, if we say interior only, then they are on the same side of the transversal. And opposite, alternate will lie on the opposite of transversal. Alternate angles lie on opposite of transversal, means in this way. This is the pair of alternate angles, opposite, right left, and second pair is this, right left. Cross is formed there, X, and these are congruent, means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. See, 1, 2, opposite of transversal, one angle on right, second angle on left. And here angle 3 is equal to angle 4. These are equal, congruent. And these are the pairs of alternate angles. Interior, if you take out of the parallel lines, out, but on the same side, opposite. Suppose here 4 we have taken, here this 6 and 7. These are, and here 8, 9. 6, 7, these are exterior alternate, and 8, 9, these are exterior alternate. Total 4 pairs. These are also congruent, but they are exterior alternate, and if they are lying between parallel, they are interior alternate. And what is the property of parallel lines? Alternate angles are congruent. Dear friends, let's start practice set 2.1. Question number 1 is, line RP is parallel to line MS and DK is their transversal. DHB is equal to 85 here, and find the measures of the following angles. We have to see relation. If they are corresponding, then congruent. If they are alternate, then congruent. If they are interior, then supplementary. If they are angles in linear pair, then also supplementary. And related angles we have right there. Let's start the solution. First start from the given. Angle DHP is equal to 85 degree. Now first angle we want RHD. RHD is up. Now if you see the relation between these two, DHP and RHD, both are lying on the same line. Both are on the same line. That's why they are angles in linear pair angles. And we know the property about linear pair angles is that linear pair angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180. If we add them, we get their sum 180 because they are linear pair angles. By this property, let's find RHD. First number I give here. Angle RHD plus angle DHP is equal to 180 degree. Sum 180. And here reason we have to write there. Reason why? Because they are angles in linear pair. Linear pair angles. They are linear pair angles, that's why their sum is 180. Reason is must. Now put value. RHD we have to find plus DHP 85 is equal to 180. And let's solve it. We get answer. RHD is equal to 180 minus 85. and therefore RHD is equal to subtraction of 95 degree. First angle we got here, RHD 95 degree. Now second angle that we want to find is PHG. Angle PHG. PHG is here. Now here we got 95. Okay, and we are now PHG. Is there any relation between these two? See, both angles are on opposite. Okay, on opposite here. These are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite, and we know vertically opposite angles are congruent, and that's why PHG is equal to RHD. Therefore, second number, angle PHG is equal to angle RHD, and here reason vertically opposite angles. And therefore angle PHG is equal to RHD. We know RHD is 95 degree. Second angle also we got. Now third, HGS. This is 95 now. HGS. You see now here DHP above parallel, HGS above parallel, and on the right side means they are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. That's why this HGS is also of 85 degree. Angle HGS is equal to angle DHP. Reason corresponding angles. Therefore, angle HGS is equal to DHP is already there, 85. We got third angle also, 85 degree. And now last, fourth, MGK is here, right? And DHP is here. Both are out of the parallel and opposite of transversal. That's why they are exterior alternate angles, and exterior alternate angles are also congruent. DHP 85, MGK also 85 degree. Therefore, angle MGK is equal to angle DHP. Support exterior alternate angles. MGK is equal to DHP, exterior alternate angles, and DHP we know, DHP is 85. Therefore, angle MGK is also 85 degree. In this way, we got all measures. Question number 2. P and Q are parallel. L and M are their transversals. L, M are not parallel. P, Q are parallel. L, M are their transversals. Find the measures of given angles. Now here A, B, C, D we have to find. For that we want relations. Now first you see A we want. Here angle is given. A and 110, these are linear pair angles. And linear pair angles are supplementary. That's why their sum is 180. First number, angle A plus 110, here angle A plus 110 is equal to 180. Support here or reason, linear pair angles. They are linear pair, that's why their sum is 180 degree. Angle A is equal to 180 minus 110. Angle A is equal to 70 degree. We got first value. Angle A we got 70 degree. Second, B. B is here on second parallel line on Q, and A is here on P parallel. P, Q are parallel. L is transversal. Okay, P and Q are parallel. L is transversal. A and B are on opposite of transversal. A and B are on opposite of transversal, means they are exterior alternate angles, and exterior alternate angles are congruent, of same measure, of equal measure. That's why whatever measure is of A, same is of B. Angle B is equal to angle A. Reason here, exterior alternate angles, and exterior alternate angles are equal. Therefore, angle B is equal to, measure of A is 70 degree. Therefore, B is also 70 degree. Angle A we got 70, angle B also 70. Now we want C. Again the relation between here. P and Q are parallel. Now take M as a transversal. If you take M transversal, C and 115, these are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. C is equal to 115. Third, angle C is equal to 115. We get direct answer here. But reason we have to write, reason is corresponding angles. And fourth, angle D. Now here angle D and 115, again these are angles in linear pair. Their sum is 180, they are supplementary. Angle D plus 115 is equal to 180. And here reason we have to write angles in linear pair, or we can write linear pair angles. Angles in linear pair. Therefore, angle D is equal to 180 minus 115. Angle D is equal to, now subtraction here, 65. In this way, we got measures of all angles. Now question number 3. LM are parallel and NP are also parallel. One angle is given here, this angle is given 45, and with the help of this, by using this measure, find ABC. But again, relation we should know. LM parallel, line L is parallel to line M, and if this is transversal, P is transversal, line L parallel to line M, and P is transversal. If line P is taken as a transversal, then 45 and this A. Now here 45 and B or 45 and C, we have to see there any relation between them first. If you got relation, then it is very easy. Now when we see we don't get any relation between all these, between A, B, C and 45. And for that we have to consider one angle. Anyway you can take, if we take here, that is congruent to 45, x. 45 and x, means x is equal to 45, these are corresponding angles, they are congruent. And by taking x, then we can write relation here. Now start from here then angle x is equal to 45 degree. We considered x here, this is corresponding angle. Corresponding angles are congruent or equal measure. That's why x is equal to 45. Okay, only x I take it. Now take the relation with x. Now it is easy. X and B, x and A here. You can take this also, but find A first. Then A and x are linear pair. Angle A, or measure here only. A plus x is equal to 180 degree. A plus x, 180 linear pair angles. or angles in linear pair, you can write. A plus, now x we consider 45 is equal to 180 degree. A is equal to 180 minus 45. Therefore, A is equal to, we get here now 135. A 135 we got. Now other relations, A and B are vertically opposite. That's why A is equal to B. Now here A we got 135, and if we see the relation between A and B are vertically opposite. Therefore, A or B is equal to A, we can write vertically opposite angles. A and B are equal, and A we know. Therefore, B is equal to 135 degree. Same measure. B 135, and relation between B and C. If A and B parallel, then B and C are corresponding. Or A and C interior. Any. It is easy to write direct relation between B and C. And C is equal to B. C is equal to B. Why? These are corresponding angles. Relations we should know. Without relation, we cannot write answer. Therefore, C is equal to B is 135. In this way, we get A, B, C, all three measures. Question number 4. Sides of PQR and XYZ are parallel. Means here XY is parallel to PQ, YZ is parallel to QR. Prove that PQR is this angle, PQR outer angle, congruent to angle XYZ. We have to prove. But for that, we have to construct one thing. We have to draw one ray or one line as a transversal. Now, line L I write here. Line L is a transversal. And because of that transversal, both the angles are divided into two parts. XYZ is divided into two parts. Here for that I write one more letter. Or yes, I write here. XYZ is divided into two parts. XYS, ZYS. PQR is also divided. PQS, RQS. In this way. Because of transversal. And sides are parallel. Now solution. Take one by one. First take XY parallel to PQ. XY is parallel to PQ. Okay? XY parallel to PQ. And line L is transversal. And line L is a transversal. Then this angle is congruent to this. Identical mark I do here. It will be easy. Now what is the name of this? XYS. Angle XYS is equal to PQS. Angle PQS. These are equal. XYS, PQS are equal. Why? Which type of angles these are? These are corresponding. These are corresponding. Above parallel and on the same side. Above parallel. Corresponding angles. Give here number 1. And suppose you can write here corresponding angles. Same way you take second pair. This angle is congruent to this also. They are also corresponding. What is name? SYZ angle. SYZ is equal to angle. What is name of this? SQR. SQR number 2. These are also corresponding angles. On this side. Now here XY, XZ is parallel to QR. For this here, XZ is parallel to QR. For this XY parallel to PQ. Parallel lines are changed. And line here is transversal, same. And here is transversal. And now this one, second. Therefore, what to do now? Add 1 and 2. Add left sides and right side. Add these two sides and these two sides. Angle XYS plus angle SYZ is equal to angle PQS plus angle SQR. Adding 1 and 2. We added them. Okay. Now in the figure you see, if we add them, which angle addition? By angle addition, which angle do we get? XYS, SYZ, we get this angle by adding XYZ. Angle XYZ is equal to, and by adding these two, PQS plus SQR, we get PQR. Angle PQR. In this way we got XYZ PQR equal, and it is to prove congruent. Therefore we can write here angle PQR, side exchange, congruent angle XYZ. Here we prove it. Number 5. Measure of one angle is given here, BRT 105, and by using this find these 4 angles. Measure of angle BRT is equal to 105. This is given angle. Now first we want ART. ART is here. This angle we want ART. What is the relation between them? These are angles in linear pair, supplementary. Therefore first number, angle ART plus angle BRT is equal to 180 degree, angles in linear pair. Okay. Therefore angle ART plus, now BRT we know 105 degree is equal to 180. Therefore angle ART is equal to 180 minus 105. First angle we get here, angle ART is equal to 75 degree. First angle we got here. After angle ART we want CTQ, angle CTQ. CTQ is here. Now CTQ and ART, these are corresponding. See here, ART and CTQ are corresponding. Therefore angle CTQ is equal to angle ART. Corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore angle CTQ is equal to ART is 75 degree. Therefore that also we got second angle CTQ. Third angle we want DTQ. DTQ is here. Now DTQ and this are again corresponding, BRT and DTQ. Angle DTQ is equal to angle BRT. BRT, DTQ are corresponding angles, and therefore angle DTQ is equal to BRT. We know it is already given 105 degree. Third angle we got, and fourth angle we want PRB. Fourth angle is PRB. Now PRB and ART, these are two vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Therefore PRB is equal to angle ART. And reason here, vertically opposite angles. And ART we know, angle PRB is equal to ART is here 75. Here 75 degree. In this way, we got all images.